I am in absolute shock over what Bill Maher said recently on his show, and I think you guys are going to be just completely mind blown as I was. This is going completely against the grain of the woke left, and I love to see Bill Maher saying things like this because we need people to say things like this out loud in public. We need people to have the guts to say this, and the fact that Bill Maher, who isn't even a conservative, he isn't even someone who is a centrist, he's definitely a liberal on the left side of the political spectrum, he has more guts to say what needs to be said out loud than a lot of conservatives out there. So this is awesome stuff. Bill Maher rips liberals over toxic masculinity, tells men to man up and women to stop hating real men. That is one heck of a headline right there about what Bill Maher had to say. So this is what he has to say. We're going to take a look at this and kind of listen to some of what he has to say here, because it is really, really good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Needs grown-ass men. Thank you. Guys, look, you can go on about how masculine...
Sorry, let's try that again.
Ukraine, it's that everyone loves and the world still needs grown-ass men. Thank you. Guys, look, you can go on about how masculinity is itself toxic, or you can be horny for Vladimir Zelensky, but you can't do both.
That is a very good point that he made right there, because this is exactly what they do, right? Like, you see, it's ridiculous that there is this double standard. But anyway, let's listen to more.
The internet these days is filled with posts like, every woman in your life now has at least a small crush on Zelensky, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. If I'm being honest, Zelensky gives me a lady boner. Badassery is sexy as fuck, and I want to bang Zelensky. Could it be that as much as women may want to create the perfect man, there's always going to be a little bit of toxic mixed in with our masculinity, and no amount of training will turn us into your favorite Twilight character?
I mean, he makes a very good point here. This is exactly true. This is so true, just like down to the basics of our biology. This is what women want. They want strong men. They want men who have a little bit of toxicity to them. Not bad toxicity per se, but the toxicity that the world calls toxicity, which is basically just masculinity. That's all that really it is. But you know, there is toxicity, of course. No one's going to argue that. But what the left calls toxicity are men being men. Men being masculine, standing up, having a drive, you know, having a bit of a fight in them. These are the types of things that the left don't want men to have, because then they can't control men as easily. So let's continue. Oh man, so good.
Masculinity is like coffee. Even when you decaffeinate it, there's still a little caffeine in there. Now, there's certainly no denying that there has been a lot of toxicity associated with men throughout history, sticking around to fight and maybe... As much as you may not want to admit it, there's a direct correlation between all these lady boners for Zelensky and the fact that he's what people used to call a man's man. He can't share right now. He's killing Russians. Turns out after 200,000 years, there's still a lot of another tribe is coming to kill us. And when that happens, you want a little big dick energy.
He's not wrong. He is absolutely not wrong about any of this. He's just not. Like, that is exactly what women want. And unfortunately, we live in a culture and a society that wants to create weak men. Weak men are easy to control. When the men are weak in society, when a culture has weak men, the culture is then weak itself. So this is exactly what the elites want. This is what the establishment wants. They want men to be weak. And we're seeing everything impacting this, from the media trying to create weak men to, you know, it's in the education system as well, public school system. It is even in our food now, in our diets, where, you know, they're continuing to pump more and more soy into our diets. And now we just saw even Bill Gates say recently that he wants everyone to be eating synthetic beef. Like, this is happening more and more, and that's because they want weak men. This is exactly what they want for society.
2022 is already over. Last year's winner was cuter, but this guy gets women actually hot. So maybe now would be a good time for relationship gurus to stop saying that women just want a man who will listen. Because Zelensky, he's not just listening, he's fixing the problem. This is something I've heard.
I don't know if I've ever heard Bill Maher be this based before. Like, and I can only imagine just how many wokester heads are exploding right now over what he's saying right here. But he continues on, and he continues to say some really, really good stuff here about all of this that is going on. And, you know, he doesn't, I mean, this is basically what this entire video is about. So if you want to go watch the rest of this video, you can. He just continues to say some really, really good stuff about what's going on. And so anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to share that with you guys because this is indeed what is happening right now. And this goes to show, and the fact that Bill Maher is bringing this up, Bill Maher himself, it shows that this is indeed true what is happening. Women want strong men. Culture needs strong men. This is exactly what is going on. And once again, I'm just going to point out this headline because it is so good. Bill Maher rips liberals over toxic masculinity, tells men to man up and women to stop hating real men. Boom. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, leave a like, a comment, all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you in another video soon. Bye.